What's up, guys? Welcome back to RollPlay Solum here. This is, I believe, week number 14. Hopefully I'm getting that correct. I guess the chat will let me know here on Twitch pretty soon. I'm JP McDaniel, joined by the rest of the cast. The majority of us back from PAX. Ryan, what have you been up to? Because we've all been at PAX.
I haven't been at PAX.
Yeah? How's that life been?
Pretty good, man. Like, I'm content with my life, and if I don't travel, like, I still like staying at home. So
I get
I'm
you.
always happy, man.
I get you. What have you been doing?
It's been good. Some more ESO. Been playing some more League, Mafia, all kinds of stuff, man. Just same old stream life.
Has that, the show that you moved for us, thank you very much by the way, for that. Is that been announced or no?
No, it was more just like it wasn't really so much like a hype thing for the stream, more so as like for the players from all different forums. But we're moving it to like next week or something.
Okay, cool. Well, I'll let you keep that announcement.
Sweet.
Anything else that's been going on with you?
No, not really, man. Actually, I just today did an interview for Jin, a bunch of questions about Jin for I don't know, I guess misclicks or something. So that just happened.
Oh,
That just
Gen. I
happened.
thought you were saying the game agency, Gem. I was like, interesting.
No.
There's a game agency called Jim.
Yeah, the GEM, the agency, like the only one in all of esports.
Oh. You said game, and you meant esports when you said game. Anyways, I didn't know what the fuck you were talking about. Jeff, what's been going on with you?
Just got back from PAX like everybody else. I think I managed to dodge the flu, which is awesome. That almost never happens. I think that's in part because I wasn't just at the HyperX booth shaking hands and playing games against people.
What
So
booth
we'll have
were
to
you
check in
at?
with Suppy.
Were you at a
What's
bunch
that?
of different booths, or where were you throughout the weekend?
I went and just did content independently for, well, not necessarily independently, but for EG. They sent me there, and I did some game review stuff. We checked out cosplay. We did a Joe Goes type of thing. So all those videos will eventually come out. And then we filmed a couple extended series while there, which I'm excited. And I guess this is the best place to discuss it. But one of them
I heard about one of them.
involves Neal and Steven
Yeah,
at the same time.
the same
Both
time.
of the DMs. So that'll be fun. And then tomorrow I leave for Salt Lake City Comic Con. It's a $3,000 small kind of chill tournament that's being ran. 4 local guys are going to play there at the con, and then 4 people play in online, and that's Grubby, Holt, and I want to say someone like Revenge, and then I think Puck qualified. So pretty decent money, and all 8 get paid, and it'll be streamed and commentated from my channel. And then next week Bucharest, and that's it for me.
Bucharest is already here next week.
Time's flying, man. There's so much esports. It's just coming at everyone's faces right now, just at the face.
It's all over the place. It's all over the place. We'll come back to Neil. He looks like he's. Are you still searching for this item, Neil? Or are you looking for
I
other
cannot
items?
find for the life of me this item. I'm looking
Okay.
for it though.
We'll let you keep looking. We'll go over to Jen. Jen, what's going on with you?
So tired. I didn't get
Tired.
any rest post E3 pretty much. I just went back to work. And I have a lot of work because I was gone for Friday and Monday, so and Thursday, and I can't say anything of what I'm doing, but I'm busy as hell. And yeah, PAX was fun, tiring, but super fun. Was glad to see everyone. It was cool.
Cool, short and sweet. Neil, Jen was supposed to kill time for you, but she was just fast. So what's going on?
I'll find it later.
Oh, and we did launch Mistlux. Yay.
Oh, there you go.
The video.
The website.
Or
The
website, rather.
yeah. But there's also a video coming out
Oh,
where we dance and sing, and especially Anna singing. Yeah.
yeah.
That
You guys are
was-
gonna like that.
Yeah. That's gonna be good stuff.
Not much has been going on with me. PAX, blah blah blah, blah blah blah, fun, etc. etc. Same thing everyone else has been saying. I've been trying to play some Heroes, but the Heroes of the Storm, but the lag is just killing me
You're lagging when you play?
so badly. Like I can play like 50% of the game,
Huh.
and the rest of the time is just like I can't do anything. I cannot move.
Cats was
that's
complaining
really-
about that. Are you out in the like Alameda area or something like that?
No, I'm in the Mission District of San Francisco. I have
no.
really fucking solid internet connection. 50 down, 20 up, or 10 up, or something.
I know
There's
that
no reason I should be lagging.
I know the Blizzard data servers in Europe have been getting hammered pretty hard. as of late. So much so that it was messing with a lot of Diablo streamers. But I haven't heard anything Heroes wise. So I don't know.
I played Heroes last night, and it was just fine for me.
Actually, last night was fine. Today was awful, but last night was totally fine. I don't know what's up. Other than that, I wrote the recommended reading for this week, or today. So if you haven't read that, well, I guess this episode's going to spoil it for you. So too bad for you.
There you go. There you go. Cool. Well, it's been like 2 weeks since we've played. I totally forgot what was going on. I opened up Roll20 and I saw these gigantic cows that I think some of us are riding, and then remembered that we fought some ogres.
Yeah, you guys fought some ogres.
I think Jockrey almost died.
If I recall correctly,
Same
Joffrey's
shit,
actually
new day.
dead.
He's dead.
Right?
What?
No,
I think
it's alive.
Joffrey's dead, right? Aren't you dead, Joffrey?
Neal, stop trying to kill me. It's enough now. He tried to kill me in all campaigns right now. I will not accept this.
Whoa! Spoilers. I think he was definitely knocked unconscious, but we got
Yeah,
to him in due time.
Yes.
It was like the first round of the fight. He's like, "Yep, you're unconscious," and then Jin was like silent for almost an hour.
But give credit where credit's due. Jen jumped over there and saved Carla, basically.
right,
Absorbed
she
the
put
attack.
the Jockrey, I think, like put himself in front of the attack. Right?
Yes.
If I remember
Lawyered
correctly.
his way into taking the blow
Yep.
for Carla.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hell of a play.
Yeah.
Hell of a
top
play.
notch
But next
RP right
time, when I position your characters on the map, if they're not exactly how you want them, be like, hold on, Neil, I'm supposed to be next to Carla. None of this like last minute. No. It should have been organized differently, even though you put them on the map 5
You
minutes
did
ago.
say it before, though.
No.
I remember
next,
calling
next
it.
time you correct it when it happens, not when it's convenient to correct it.
I don't remember that at all.
Bullshit.
I don't remember that at all.
Such bullshit.
I just remember Jen being awesome. That's what I choose to remember from this.
True. I remember Tariq being awesome and almost dying in his first fight ever. So that was cool.
Yeah.
Yes.
That was good.
One of my
Tariq just
favorite
likes
moments
to make
today.
things interesting and keep things suspenseful for the fans, but he knew all along he ain't dying.
That is one of my absolute. I've told this story to so many random ass people. I love big ass Tariq walking out.
Just getting
It's over.
just getting.
Oh
absolutely
yeah, and I
destroyed.
finished the episode after taking some opium because Jackie was hurt and was like, "Yep, that's what's happening."
Did we leave this field?
I think we ended right sitting around where all the ogres
We
were.
just ended killing the ogres, yeah. Because we even did that late, if I remember correctly. Jen had
Yeah,
to go
we
to
were ending pretty late.
I think that's what that was.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, I pull my cloak out. What was once a rock is now Smee, and I start looting the bodies.
Okay, the ogres contain on their persons.
Jen, weren't you you were healed up to like almost max health again, right? Because of the paladin or whatever.
Yeah, Dana, I think, was the one that healed.
Dana Moonsong has been helping you out.
Oh, we got a last name on her.
Yes,
We do
Dana
now.
Moonsong.
I don't know how much health I have though. I didn't know that.
Just assume it's max. You're probably very, very healthy. You know
Probably
what I mean?
Max. Yeah.
Are we all? I think we're all max right now.
We all are Max.
It's
think
it's like the show when the show starts every new week, especially if you haven't played for a couple weeks. You're at max HP. That's just how it goes, I think.
No, it's not how it goes. I was writing down Dana's wounds. Did you guys not write down your wounds?
I'm down 2. I think I'm down 35 of 37.
I played a rock last episode, so I never really got hit. I was
Yeah,
just
you
always
were-
hidden. Tariq probably had his stomach cut open a second time.
I
but who
think
knows?
I'm at max HP. I'm pretty sure.
I don't think Ryan ever got hit.
Yeah.
I'm fairly certain I'm at like 1 HP to be honest.
You probably were
Right.
because when you're healed,
Yeah,
you
Max-
can't go above.
Yeah,
You can't go above 1 or
because
whatever.
I have
right,
1
Neil?
HP written, so it's probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
There you go.
Jockrey, you look like you've been battered quite badly. Dana, do you have any more heals for Jockrey, or Jockrey, can you help yourself at this point?
Jackery cannot be healed by magical healing until he's had a full day of bed rest or full day of rest. After that, magical healing can start helping again, but his body needs time to recover.
Tariq, Dana, do you guys know this land? Is there a keep anywhere nearby, or something we can rest at? It seems that this has been pretty perilous.
Oh, hold on, JP, you were looting bodies. There was 5 gold and 35 silver on the ogres.
Okay.
So Neil, instead of just like giving myself extra powers, what I'm going to do is just turn to Dana anytime there's a question about like nearby lands or what's going on with the Templars, so that way you can say what's fair.
Okay. As for what was your question, Victorian?
Just if we know if there's we haven't gotten to the dock yet, even to get off this tiny island yet, right?
No, we're off the island. We're back on the mainland going south.
Maryland.
Oh, did we do that? I thought we just stepped out of the gates. But
No, no, no.
maybe
You're to the east of Fort Eska. Eskka.
Let me open up the map.
Fort Eska. We're to the east of that, you say?
Just
All right.
east of
Oh,
it.
yeah, I remember this now. Okay, we're heading towards Kurta or whatever, right?
Kurta, yes.
Kurta, yeah.
Towards Kern?
Joffrey, how about you stay close to me and we'll rest at Kurta and get you all healed up, but just stay. How about Carla and here's what we're gonna do if you guys are cool with this. We'll have Carla and Joffrey with me at the middle. Tariq, you lead the way to absorb the first random bandit attack, and then we'll have Dana and Shmi in the back.
It's clear that no single blow can bring me down completely.
Does this work for everyone? We good?
It sounds
Yeah.
great to me.
All right. Let's push forward then and try to make
you
way
guys-
to Kurta.
Put your characters in like the marching order that you just said, so I don't
Ooh,
get
I should
confused
probably
later.
log into Roll20.
I don't see the characters anywhere.
I can only move mine. And
Yeah,
mine's
you
at
can
the
only
back.
move your own. Get rid of all these stupid horses.
Does it show for you guys that I'm in Roll20?
Yes.
Yes.
I don't see anything. Let me reload. Hold on.
I see Tariq.
Did you not scroll down far enough?
You probably didn't scroll down far enough.
No, it just reloaded. It said Rats WebGL hit a snag, whatever that meant. So, okay.
Psh, rats, Gio.
So yeah, just
Which-
put a Carla and Joffrey next to me, and then Dana in the back with Shmi and Tariq in the front.
Can I ask that Tariq becomes a more imposing sprite?
You're the biggest
yeah.
sprite on the map. What are you talking
No,
about?
no. This that's moving right now. This is Dana.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm this little shit right here. That looks like
That is
You're the
relatively
old Carla
sneaky.
sprite, dude.
I need a new sprite. All
right.
right. Which way is the road? Like, am I in the front this way? Or
Yeah.
this
To the right is the road.
way? Okay, so I'm like that.
Yeah.
See if I can't
That
find a
works.
more imposing sprite for you.
I
You can tell you're tired because you're just getting knocked on your ass by the most random thing.
Ah,
Dana, come join me in
Whenever
the
I'm
back.
like sleep
What weapon
deprived,
do you
I just
use,
start giggling
Tariq?
about things.
This is a
It
two-handed
is-
sword.
Yeah, it's a huge two-handed sword.
See, that's the only character that's using a two-handed sword. Everyone else has got like a shield or something. Are you bald?
What?
No, you're not bald.
It's like,
Well,
of
I've got a
course I have a
bald figure
mullet.
with a two-handed sword.
Oh
but
no.
make it cold.
Tariq has a gorgeous sheen of mullet, just brown,
Doesn't
just
he?
mahogany mullet coming right
I think
down the
that's
back.
actually
of it.
true. Is that not?
No, he does have longer hair, but it's not mullet.
It's fabulous, though, right?
Are you sure?
I'm
I
po-
seem to recall a mullet.
Well, read the description in my thing.
And what thing? You don't have a description.
There's no mullet on the my character.
Does it
sheet.
say go to leagueoflegends.com and look up Tariq?
I mean,
that what
even,
your
if,
description
even
is?
if you do that, he doesn't have a mullet.
Okay.
He's got pretty luxurious hair, man.
Neil, have we found a suitable icon yet?
I have not found a suitable icon.
Then Ryan gets the small icon, so we can move
All right.
forward.
Yeah,
Good
I'll
plan.
look for something.
All right, so that's your marching order.
Yeah.
You got to
with
join
Dana
me here.
and all this.
Back.
Back with me.
All right.
Joffrey, you don't have the ability to identify magical items' abilities, right?
Let me see. I opened my book. I don't have books, right? That's just for wizards.
You have no books.
I think.
You have no ability to identify magic. You can.
No, I can
detect
only
magic,
detect magic. Yeah.
Okay. Dana, are you able to tell the qualities of a magical item?
I fear that is not within my power.
Fear
You
not.
must speak to a wizard about that.
I'll
and
speak
the
to
only
a wizard.
wizards left are those of Ferris.
Bueller. Yes. We'll find him.
Yes,
You
the
said they're
dreaded
at
Bueller.
Ferris. Is that what you said?
Ferris is the Verossi commander of the wizards and clerics.
Oh, okay. So, all right. So I'll just kind of hit things with these magical. I'll hit people with phallus until I find out what it does. Is that what's going to
You've
happen?
named your sword Phallus?
One of
Your
our
spear,
fallen
phallus?
comrades' names was Alice, and this is the sword that shall fall the enemies before it to avenge her. I call it phallus.
I like the rhyme, and I'd be scared of a giant phallus as well. So
Its shaft
I
is
like
long,
the I
hard,
like
and
the
light.
name Victorian.
Its spear tip is able to penetrate even the deepest of crevasses.
It's like that in Skype, Neil.
Did you link
Yeah,
a
I get
picture
it.
of a dick? What the fuck did you? Oh, okay.
What?
I was like expecting an
didn't see
image
it.
or something, and I'm like, oh, okay, I see
What
what you did.
happened?
F. Alice is how it's spelled.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the name.
Falice.
Yeah.
All right. Well, what do you guys do now?
We march towards Kurt in that order.
Damn it! I was really hoping you guys would go somewhere else. All right.
Also, I have my detect random goblins sensory tower going on full bore right now, basically. Top of my
let's
head.
detect goblins. Okay.
Random
let me find some
goblins, yeah.
hobgoblins for you then.
Of the
Cool.
goblinist family. The
People
goblinus.
in the chat exclaiming to see a penis. Look, if you just want to Google that on your own, then you can. There was no picture of said penis linked anywhere, so I do apologize.
Nice cover, JP.
I know. Let me close this
so
giant dick now. Okay, we're good.
it's actually just like Ryan's. Never mind. So you're on the road to Kurta. You spend the rest of the day marching. Jockrey kind of slumped over on his horse, not really being able to do too much. And you guys, no, you can't make it to Kurta before nightfall. Just you can't move quick enough with Jockrey. You need to like push your horses pretty far, and he's falling apart here.
But don't we got to move through Fort Esca first, anyways?
You already went through Fort Esca, right?
All right, who's beating off to the picture of the dick?
It's my dryer.
Okay.
You're not.
All right. I thought.
Sorry,
okay.
guys. This is really, really a turn on. I apologize. I'll be done soon.
And like that, it's done.
Okay.
All over.
Wait, were you guys? Yeah, I was pretty sure you guys had already passed Fort Esca,
Did we?
or had you just
Chat,
passed Best?
were we between Eska and Kurt, or were we not yet
I think
at
we had
Eska?
just left Bestal.
Bestall? Okay.
Yeah, we just stepped out of the gate, and then we did battle, and Ryan almost died, and then I think we like fast traveled basically to this point.
Yeah,
to do this battle.
we left Nail, fast travel all the way to Bestal, did something there, then we left and went east in between Esca and Bestal.
Cool. So you guys, well, then you definitely aren't making it to Fort Esca today. You journey as far as you can before you have to pull over to the side of the road and rest for the evening. Jockrey is pretty much in and out of consciousness all day long. You settle down as per usual to make a camp and go to sleep.
Before we go to sleep, I want to commune with the squirrel folk and ask them if they've seen any guards patrolling this main road. That's
What's a
all I want
guard?
to do. Oh, God. What? I asked the squirrel what his name is.
Nuts.
Just
Nuts for nuts. That's why they call me Nuts.
I just put my
Nuts for nuts.
roll my eyes and say have a good night and walk off.
You don't want to see my nuts?
No, I've got a pair of my own if I want to take a gander. Thank you very much.
Can I have your nuts?
No, I need those for everyday living.
All right. You leave the squirrel alone.
Yeah.
When we all pull into a camp, I call everybody together and I say myself and Dana were charged with making sure that this group remains safe. And as such, I will be taking first watch and she will take the watch after that. You all get some sleep.
Very good.
Night.
Thank you, friends.
Sounds good.
Okay.
I act like I'm going to sleep, but then I just stay up all night and watch them to see if there's anything going on.
You don't sleep at all?
Nope. Not
Okay,
tonight.
cool.
I sleep.
The evening passes, the night passes as well, and the dawn passes, and you all wake up feeling significantly better. Jockrey, well, no one gains any HP because you just fought the previous day. But Jockrey, you're at 1 and can memorize spells and function properly.
Yeah. Okay, I already messaged you the spells I picked for the day.
Cool.
So I'm gonna cast Cure Moderate Wounds on myself.
Get that roll going.
Neal, I would like to have woken up early to have started my squirrel soup for the group, and I would be cooking this.
I graciously offer a squirrel by the name of Nuts to Victorian.
Aww.
Oh, what a bad roll.
This is fucking terrible. So
4
now I'm
HP.
at 3
4.
HP. 4
4.
HP.
You're at quadruple what you were at.
I mean, that's a good way to look at it. 400%
You
better.
could literally survive the slap from an NPC right now.
Yeah. Or a kick, maybe, if you rolled low.
Maybe a kick.
Maybe.
Let's not get crazy, though.
It's not.
Alright, then I'll do a Cure Light Wounds as well.
Can we get a dex roll for the cooking, Jeff? See if we're feasting on squirrel
There
soup.
Oh,
you
yeah.
go.
Neal, am
6.
I good
Let's
to go?
do it. Yeah, let's do it.
16, so it's D20 plus 16. Phenomenal.
Oh,
Good
my
Ooh.
God.
God.
The squirrel's just like chopped up perfectly. All the things are perfect. You know, it's delicious squirrel soup.
I grind
Maybe a
up
little
some,
bit nutty.
Yeah, I grind up some nuts and put it in there for extra flavor. Say it's a delicacy among gnomes.
You
a
guys
nice
find some
homage,
nutmeg lying about too. You know, just
Totally.
growing off the side of the road. It's
Totally.
really good.
Oh, apparently I did use a Poultice.
Oh,
That's
when you,
why
when
I
you
thought
fell
I
over?
had took opium. I
Oh.
probably told Ryan to
Yeah,
give me
yeah.
one.
Give me a D3 for HP roll then.
Could I have found any tea leaves of sorts, Neal?
And I got 2 HP more.
Tea-
You're at
Teable
12
leaves?
then, Jen.
Tea leaves? I
Anything
sure.
that would, sure. Okay. I wake everyone up to a warm mug of tea as well.
Yeah. I mean,
Well,
it's
this
some
is
sort of mint tea.
wonderful.
Cool. So, do you guys have arisen?
Yeah, we pack it up and start marching.
I serve breakfast shirtless, obviously. Is there any kind of attritional impact on Dana from this generosity and sexuality that we're having?
Excuse me?
Just a physically attractive man serving a like some of the best soup she's ever had in her life, and warm tea. So I'm just wondering if we're chipping away at the whole like dead son thing, getting past that.
If she's grateful for the food and drink, if that's what
Good.
she
Okay, as a
like,
backup,
she makes
then,
no
Neal, how-
obvious like, oh my god, I'm ready to hop into your pants right now because you made me soup and tea.
Speaking
She's
of
not that easy.
Carla, is she?
Carla's tired.
Okay, just keep me up. Keep me posted on that.
I'll keep you posted when the girls want in your pants.
Do you still have the panties in your character sheet?
What's that?
Oh, yeah, you still have Carla's panties.
Yeah, how
that's
much
right.
does that weigh? Actually, that'd be worth.
It's
20 pounds, probably.
Why do you have Carla's underwear?
She gave
I
it
asked
to him
for a
before we,
token.
before we went into the Templar.
You never give it back to her?
He's waiting for somebody to
Fuck no.
invent eBay.
Typically, you return tokens like that after the event
Oh.
is over, but you can keep it if you want.
I was not aware of what was typically done, so yes. I did
He's
give it
actually
back.
been wearing them on the outside of his armor this entire time.
No, JP.
Victorian.
Yeah.
I give it back.
Okay.
You just pull them out while we're all enjoying soup very awkwardly. Oh, yeah, here's your panties, Carla. We're all just like, what? What the fuck just happened? Then we
Okay,
pack it
so-
up. Down we go.
You pack up and you head out. You proceed along the road for 1, 2, 3, 4. Take you 5 days to get there.
Well, then I cure myself every day with a
All right, well,
cure.
hold on. Let's take it day at a time, though.
Okay.
Something awful could happen on your way.
Yeah, because my plan is to heal myself. And before going to bed after the first day, I'm going to use my other cure moderate wounds. So
well,
should I roll it?
no, don't bother because nothing happens in those 5 days. You meet some travelers going from Fort Eska to
So I go
Bessel.
full HP?
Sure.
Okay.
You meet travelers going from Fort Eska to Bastal, and you see a couple of riders pass you on the way from Bastal to Fort Eska. Again, if you want to
Any
stop.
news
talk
of
to them.
Bastal or Eska, friends?
The riders are, clearly troops of Rossi, and they just go past you without even talking to you. But some of the, on the fourth day, you're coming across like a merchant who's headed all the way up to Nail to get supplies. And you guys stop and chat for a few moments. And he's like, yeah, something's going on over at Eska. Everyone is like having a fuss. People are up in arms. Something's happening. But I don't know what the hell's going on.
Okay. Have some of this leftover squirrel soup, please.
It's like 4-day-old, and you don't have any way to cool it.
He doesn't know that.
Where did you carry? Like, it's moldy.
I have pots and pans. It's not moldy in 4 days.
Without a refrigerator? Yeah, it is.
Soup, Neil?
I want you to make some soup and just leave it outside for 4 days.
I'll keep it in
It'll
my
be
steel
moldy.
pan. It would be okay for a little bit.
Yeah, but leave it in a pot. Put it outside for 4 days. It's gonna be.
I
moldy.
offer him what this is.
Okay, he turns his nose up at it and says, "No, thank you." And you guys,
Much obliged, friend. Then I dump it out and clean out the pot, I guess.
okay. I know because I recently made that mistake.
Nice.
How do you, in this day and age, leave soup outside for 4 days in real life?
Because I had made this really delicious stew and I left it on the stove and I had like left it on just enough heat to keep like simmering, and then I forgot about it and left, and my brother turned it off and just left it on the stove, and then I came back I saw it on the counter. I was like, oh yeah, that's true on the counter. Just didn't think about it, and then a couple days later, I'm like, oh, this is disgusting. I know, it was really embarrassing.
I thought you meant like outside, but anyway.
No, it was on the stove. But, So, you guys arrive at Fort Eska. It is, as the merchant had said, strangely alert. There are all the guards, are absolutely alert. And as you walk in, there's a little bit of a line forming of all the people headed in, and all the wagons are being searched. People's belongings are being rifled through and searched.
As we get closer, what do they seem to be looking for, like saying? What are they pulling out?
They're not saying very much.
So they're not finding anything. They're just looking through bags.
Yeah. They haven't stopped anyone, but they've searched everything that has come into the city.
They're probably gonna find the baby.
Probably gonna find the items as well.
The
Drake,
items.
this seems to be. I guess we can't go in here, huh?
It appears that way.
All right, friends.
might have to go
Anna
around.
says, "Won't it look suspicious if we just back out now?"
It's better than
Well,
getting
we're-
our heads chopped off for possessing these things.
Yeah. We certainly cannot go in there with Carla and the child, and I'm not a fan of splitting up near such an alert city. So, if anyone has any better ideas, I think otherwise we just have to make a wide berth and get around the town.
I kind of look around at everyone and say, well, I could take all the items and go hide out in the forest for a couple days. If you guys want.
What about the baby?
I mean, you guys can deal with the baby.
No.
I say, Carla, would you mind if I took whatever you've named this abomination?
You're a terrible person, man. I slap him.
You're a terrible
Can I roll? Can I roll?
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm
Roll
just
a
going
hit.
for damage,
This
though. I'm just going for
Abomination.
Why is it just D20 plus my missileges?
No, your melee adjust.
Melee.
Unless you're
Melee.
throwing a slap, like you detach your hand and toss it at him.
Yes. Nearly. Oh, plus 3.
Wreck him.
Oh, here you go.
Do I get a
Bam!
dodge? Oh, I guess my dodge is factored into that. Never mind.
Yeah, you just smack him across the face.
I just take the head and I'm just like, Carla?
No, thank you. I'd
I
rather
give him
you
a
not
look
take
like-
my child.
Like, well, that solves it. We're getting out of this line.
Yeah, I think we just need to make our way around it, friends. Although, I do like the idea of perhaps someone finding out what's going on in there. So maybe sending one person, if anyone thinks that's a good idea.
I raise my voice again and say, well, I could sneak in. I did pick up a disguise in the last town.
Well, how about a disguise? But if by sneak you mean get in line and just go in under a different alias, right?
Exactly. You
Sure.
guys would need to keep my my items for me. Of course, I'll leave those to probably Tariq.
Tariq seems trustful.
I agree.
I can hold on to your items. What all do you have there?
I kind of like look down at myself and start pulling things out and realize that I've got quite a lot, and I say, we'll deal with that. Let's not deal with that here online. It'd look odd if I just gave you a bunch of things and then walked forward.
Let's have an ETA though, so that we can know if you're in trouble, and let's have a meeting point. Do we have any kind of map? We don't have a
Ryan,
map, do
please
we?
stop the.
I don't think
JP Smee's things, man.
It is
we have a
not
map
time
right
to
now.
stop.
No
We
map.
have no map of this area.
I'll say I'll meet you guys over there, and I point to the. Is there like what does the outside of the city look like, Neal?
We'll be
so it's
a
a nice big
1,000 paces up the road from the city. How about that?
Up that
It's a
way,
nice
and I
big,
point north.
walled
5,000 paces.
fortress where the tree line has been cut back about 400 feet or so, just cut away from the walls, and then beyond that, it's just a forested area.
Okay. Is there within the town? Are there like large, tall buildings, or is this a fairly flat town in terms of verticality?
Fairly tall build. I mean, you would have the central keep, which rises above the walls. Some of the church spires rise above the walls, but everything else is below.
Is there a bell? Do we hear any bells or anything going off inside?
There is. I mean, there are definitely bell towers, but you don't hear any bells going off currently.
All right. I turn to Victorian and say, all right, if I'm in danger, you'll hear the bell ring twice. If I'm in real bad shape, I'll just start a fire in the city. You'll see fire. Just go up on the hill. You can look down very easily. And then
Okay.
if nothing happens, I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'll just head towards you guys up there.
Does this work for everybody?
Yeah.
Just do what you can to not get in trouble, friend, because there is a very real possibility with an entire army here that if you're in trouble, you might just be, fucked.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean,
Okay.
I heard the tale of long ago a very valiant warrior walking into a building and then not coming out alive by himself. So
I know this story well.
I know how easy it can be to die. So let's pull off, though, and I'll give Tariq all my things, and then I will enter the city. And so we pull out of the line, Neal.
Okay. You pull out of the line.
We go probably a little ways off into the forest before I give Tariq all my stuff, and I'll message him what he actually gets.
Okay.
And then I put on my disguise and take... Is there a horse? How many horses do we have with us?
I think everyone's got a horse. No, there's some dead horses now, aren't there?
I think so.
Yeah. Whose horse?
I know
died
mine
here?
exploded, but then I think I'm on Joffrey's or something like that. I can't remember.
Right. I think Victorian's
mine is
horse is
still
the
alive.
only one to go down.
Oh, mine was at 8 HP. Can I have healed him during our trip?
Can you heal a horse?
You could heal a horse, but it's too late now. No.
Well, it's probably been enough days anyway.
It's been 4 days, but the horse is like carrying you and Victorian. Your horse is not healing.
Okay.
You can heal your horse from here on out, but
Okay.
so what do you?
I'm
guys
figuring
off?
out items real quick to give to Tariq. All right. So do I need to message this to you, Neal, or do you even care?
I just give it to Ryan,
Okay.
and just make sure that. Yeah.
Yeah, I give him those items, put on my disguise, and make way to the line once again on a horse.
Okay. Eventually, your turn comes, and the guards up front say, "Huh? You're a gnome, right?
Yes.
Yeah. We haven't seen a gnome around here for a while. What's your business?"
Coming into the town, looking, just traveling, I guess you could say. I'm here to speak with a couple merchants in town.
What is your business?
Gems and such of the short. I say, and then look at him very oddly.
All right. What do you have in those bags? He says, and he starts reaching for your backpack.
I say, oh, and I take it off and hand it to him. Just odds and ends, a couple of jewels that I was looking to get rid of here in town, and if the price isn't right, then I'll just hold on to them. Feel free to search it. I offer it to him.
What sort of weapons do you have on you?
I've got a bastard sword, a short sword, a dagger, and a club.
A bastard sword's like taller than you are.
Oh, it's on my back. They would see it
Yeah.
right off the bat.
All right. You're pretty heavily armed for a gem merchant.
Well, of course. Haven't you heard of all the brigands and people that would steal such things traveling as much as I do?
All right. They search through your stuff. Can you just list the things that are on your character sheet?
They find a bastard sword, a short sword, 4 daggers, a club, 20 arrows, studded leather, and that's it. Because and 6 aquamarines, and because I gave everything else to Ryan,
Okay.
and then the gold that I have on my character.
All right. All right. They kind of look you up and down. You seem to be quite cooperative, and they just wave you on in after a little more conversation.
Okay, I walk inside into the town.
All right. You walk inside. You see, this is predominantly a fort. There is a small town to accompany it, but it's mostly a military institution. There are people drilling in the streets and kind of like the big courtyard area. There are a couple of small shops and taverns set up around the main drill court. There are houses kind of scattered about here and there, but mostly it's a place for people to train and live and practice and all that fun stuff.
Okay, once I get past the gates a little bit, I check through my bag to make sure that I have all my stuff.
Yeah, they didn't take anything.
Okay, and then I make my way just into the town. I guess find an inn, get a room for the night, and once I do that, just go down and sit at the bar and start talking to people looking for different type of information and whatnot. Just seeing what people are talking about, I guess, is the best way to describe it.
Okay. Give me a charisma check, Mr. Thief.
All right. That's with a big old 10, so this should go well. Hey, it went all right.
Bam.
25.
All right. So you start talking to one of the other patrons in the tavern, which is called the Black and White.
Okay.
And
Becomes a clothing store later in the future.
Or everyone just has very one-dimensional characters in here, Jeff. We'll figure out soon what Neal's plan is with this bar.
So you're talking with these guys for a little bit, and one of them says, "Yeah, these folk have been acting really strange. About a week ago, some ravens flew overhead, a whole flock of them. One of them landed up in the tower up there, and ever since that, people have been on guard, and shit has kind of been hitting the storm. They used to be kind of relaxed, because we're way behind enemy lines. We're nowhere near the front, and things were pretty chill. But all of a sudden, everyone's been on duty the entire time.
Patron
I haven't.
overhears this and says, "Is it hits the windmill? What do you mean storm?"
I'm talking about the giant things that people fan you with, man. It's like poop got smeared on it and just got thrown across the room. Like a big palm frond.
I'm just like nodding my head, very interested in the story, hoping he continues on.
Don't really know what's up, rightly. They keep their. I mean, we've occasionally someone will come in when they have a few minutes and grab a drink, and we've asked, but no one's saying anything. Everyone's keeping real tight lid on this. Whatever it is, it's big news.
What's the significance of the raven? Does anyone know?
Yeah, just messenger bird carrying letters.
Oh, I misunderstood. So I've had a lot to drink. I thought you meant the birds flew over and everyone lost their shit. That'd be weird.
No. A messenger bird landed in the tower. Yeah.
Gotcha. Is there who resides here? Like who reigns over this town? I'm just passing through, so I don't know all the intricacies.
Captain Farrington.
I say now this Farrington type is he pretty high up in the ranks? Is he a well-respected man in the Verasi army?
The patron kind of looks around back and forth and goes, "He'd like to think he is, but truth be told, if he was that high-ranking or that important, he wouldn't be given such a backwash station."
Well, let's say a man like myself was looking to make friends with whoever the most important person here is town. Would that be him?
Yeah, he runs this fortress.
Okay. And
But
you said there's been
I
more...
don't think you'd be making many friends with him.
Why's that?
He's kind of a cruel man.
How so?
Let's say that one of the reasons this town is kept so well online is because he knows how to make people talk and makes people sometimes disappear and their mutilated corpses are found in the streets later. Usually dissidents, people who work against him. Look, buddy, this is a great place. You try not to mess it up.
How would I mess it up? I just sell things.
I just friendly warning. Be careful about talking to Lord Farrington.
Yeah, okay. I won't approach him. You said that the guards around here have started to beef up since that message came through. Is that?
Yeah, just rather than having people on duty and a lot of people resting, everyone is, full shifts every time.
Huh.
Soldiers are either resting from their shift or they're actually patrolling things. Something's going on.
Are the soldiers still coming in every day, or has it stopped?
I'm hearing nothing but static.
That's really weird, Neal. I don't know what to tell you about that. You just
I don't hear
literally.
anything.
We're all good.
Okay,
Yeah.
I hear you guys back now.
What's up? Your sound card kicked back then. Are the soldiers still rolling in? I asked the man, or is it
No new
stopped?
soldiers have come into town, but they're still about. They're still being extra vigilant.
Interesting. Do any of the guards partake in perhaps some late night activities? Drinks, whatnot.
They used to, but we've nary had a guest in a while.
What about east of here? Is it as it is? I guess tense as it is here in this town.
I live here. I don't know.
You haven't-
We had a couple of travelers through. Things seem. The Rossi soldiers here and there seem to be pretty upset these days, but I doubt any place could be as bad as this.
So basically, everyone hates living in this town right now, or this fort rather.
No. We have no problems living in this fort.
Does he like shift his eyes when he says that?
Not really.
So I consider him to be pretty truthful.
You take it as you will.
Okay. Well, I was just looking if he had any other like cues to when he said that. All right. Well, I buy him another round and just continue. I make up a story that I'm a merchant from far south, from Method Mania, and or Methodville or whatever the fuck I said a long time ago, and call it a early night or a late night, depending on how much he wants to drink.
Chip in like 3 silver for room, board, drinks.
Okay. Noted. Anything happen, or do I just go sleep?
You are not harassed or bothered in any way, shape, or form.
Is there anyone that enters the bar that makes the bar like get quiet, or everyone turns and looks at, or is it just a very simple night?
Actually, there's very few people in here throughout the course of the evening. It's one of the more low-key chill bars that you've been in. It's probably because there aren't. Looking around the place, you think it's not because that's the style of bar it is. More so, just there aren't many people around today.
Okay. Yeah, I just drink and then go to sleep for the night. Wake up in the morning.
Okay. Everyone out in the forest, what are you guys doing? You came off road. You went to a meeting spot.
Yeah, that's it. We just keep our eyes warily on the city and make sure to give it a wide berth.
Okay.
Yep.
Cool. The day passes. People out. You guys out in the woods. You're just kind of chilling and waiting, relaxing and chatting or whatever you're doing. When you see 3 men on horseback, clearly marked as Rossi soldiers, coming around from the north side of the fortress. And they start riding in your direction.
And we're
tell
in the
everyone to-
forest, right?
Correct.
We're off, yeah. So I tell everyone to lay low and get down, and if the
They've already
situation,
spotted you.
it looks like
Sure.
they're riding right at us.
I tried to position myself behind someone so that I could cast without being seen.
Everyone,
That's
Tiger
go
leaps out
about
of the trees and eats you.
Neil.
I will position
I'm trying
myself.
to have my hands covered, basically. And if someone's taller than me, I'm gonna stand behind them. So most likely Ryan.
guys, let me do the talking, and if we need to, we need them to not return back to the city, but let's try to not do that, okay?
I won't like hide myself, but I'm like ready to take one step to the left and be able to cast something.
One step to the left.
Yeah, I'm like right next to Ryan, to the right.
Okay.
And like a little bit behind him, so I can be like, one step
Okay.
to the left, cast something from behind Ryan. Oh, they didn't see me. It's perfect. It's wonderful.
I start to walk towards them as they come.
Neil, I
Alright.
typed you something.
Okay, I got it. You start walking towards them, and as you get to about 30 yards, they stop their horses and say, "Hold on there, buddy. Who are you? What are you doing out here in the forest?"
Have you seen my championship award-winning dog, Manbreed, out here? It's a big golden thing. Looking all over for it.
No, no. You just out here looking for your dog?
It's worth. It's probably best I don't tell you, but it's the little bastard got out of here. He doesn't like the circus life, but
You guys
he's
are pretty
worth too
heavily
much.
armed for dog hunters.
You can never be too careful out here. We're not dog hunters, friend. We are. The dog is mine. It's just we're looking for the dog.
Well, if your dog ran off, it's probably gone. Wild forest out here. Dangerous, too.
I start to sob, like just a little bit. I look into my hand and just, friend, I realize that was a possibility, but I'm trying. You understand? Manbreed's been with me for 2 of my years of life. I can't replace him. I'll have to keep looking.
What'd you say you guys do?
We work with an entertaining troupe. We are the security, obviously, but Manbreed has been my best friend for 2 years.
All right. They just kind of give you a nod and change their course and start riding, like as if they're going in a circle around the castle.
Manbreed, yoo-hoo!
They'll
Where
still
are
pass
you,
with
boy?
fairly close within you, fairly close to you, but they seem to be ignoring you guys.
Okay.
All right. Next day, you guys wake up in your spot. JP, you wake up in your bed. Who wants to go first?
They can go first.
Party.
We just kind of look. I mean, we go to the agreed upon spot, I suppose, and just make not camp necessarily, but we wait, I suppose. If that's what.
Okay. JP.
All right, I wake up. Do I wake up pretty early in the morning? If not, I would want to.
Yeah, I mean, if you tried to go to bed early and wake up early, no worries. You can wake up with the sunrise if you want. Pretty easily.
All right, I wake up with sunrise and collect my things, pay for the room, check out all that nonsense, because I'm sure they do that back then. And then I walk down and walk out into the middle of the road. What is the city like right now? Is it bustling, or are people running to get into guard spots, or what's going on?
There's a group of spearmen drilling in the courtyard, while 2 guys on horses practice jousting, or not jousting, lancing. Like, you've got the target with the bag of something on it, and you hit the target, and the bag swings around and tries to hit you in the back. And if you're good with your lance and your horse, you're not going to get hit by it or knocked off by it.
Okay.
So they're practicing their lancing, and some guys are just drilling in the courtyard. The castle walls, or the fortress walls, have plenty of soldiers on them with bows. And down by the front gate, because you're still fairly near the front gate, you'll see about 12 soldiers.
Near the front gate, like guarding
Yeah,
it,
like
or
guarding the front gate.
as if they're blocking people from leaving, or what? Like, what is their
No,
stance?
just like standard guards on the front gate.
Oh, okay, okay. You said there were other bars in the town, right?
Probably, you'd assume to be so.
Thanks to Jen, I get to use this word now. I want to go to the seediest bar there, Neil.
All right, you start looking around. You ask around for.
I don't ask a guard, though. I only ask townspeople.
All right, you ask for the sketchiest place in town, and one of the guys says, "Yeah, well, you should head over to the dog's droppings."
Okay. I headed
That place is
the dog's
right.
dropping
Okay.
with a slightly changed disguise than I had the prior night. Whatever that is. And I walk in and start dropping some thieves' cant, looking for a fellow thief. And I don't
All
think
right.
that's a percentage. I think that's just you roll for it or something.
Yeah, I mean, you can speak thieves' cant, no problem.
Yeah.
So you're like kind of talking with a few people here, a few people there. Eventually, you drop a couple of the right words in the right spot, and some guy, responds with, the correct lingo. And yeah, you found yourself a fellow thief, but you've just been making small talk, talking about the weather.
Yeah, sure. After we make some small talk, and I feel like I've known him for all of 5 seconds, I look at him and ask, in Thieves' Camp, whatever that is, with whatever the jargon is, and I ask, like, can I trust you?
No more than I can trust you.
Can you trust coin?
Coin will get you farther than trust these days. What you looking for?
I slide him. Oh, fuck, my character can't write, can he? Fuck. This ruins everything. I look at him and slide 2 gold pieces over and kind of like
He quickly, just palms them and puts them in a pocket. And,
and I call for like his ear to come closer so that I can whisper it into his ear.
he leans in close to you.
Okay, and I'm gonna message you what I say.
Okay.
And if you want to do something else with the party, I haven't typed this out yet, so I need to type it.
Party, is there anything that you want to do while JP
We continue to wait.
All right, excellent.
If any more soldiers arrive, we are still looking for man breed.
Man bird! Man bird! I'm like shaking some rocks in one of my pots or something. Zing, 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 zing,
Why
zing.
would you be shaking rocks in a pot?
That's how you
I
get
don't know,
dogs to come,
'cause-
Neil.
Because treats
Really?
attract dogs and...
Oh, anything about dogs?
It could work. Sure.
Put rocks,
Rocks in a pot.
and you shake it, and
Zing,
dogs
zing, zing.
come.
Really?
Tiny rocks.
It was
Sounds
bred
like
into them
treats.
from the 1300s. That's how they used to do it. And now most breeds
Well-
of dogs respond to that.
Man breed doesn't exist, so I can pretend like he likes the sound of rocks in the pen.
Whoa. Ease up there on the harshness, okay? Man breed very well could exist.
I speak with animal and I scream, Man breed!
She goes,
Tariq, Dana, I know that this is going to sound weird, but Jacques is not insane. He's just usually high on opiates. So there's a very real possibility that he will confound you, but he is brilliant and very useful.
Anyone want some?
Jacques, put your opiates away.
Oh,
That got us into
I
a lot
look
of trouble.
disappointed. I put them back in my bag.
I don't see any smoke and there's no bells, right? So we think should be okay.
fucking JP.
Everything seems
Love you,
fine.
man.
Perfectly fine. No
We're
fire.
good.
No bells.
Suddenly, the
Man
scene cuts back
breed.
to Smee in the bar, having typed out what he needs to type.
Yeah, and then the other guy pulls out his typewriter and starts typing back to me as we await the message. But unless Neil's message is going to be fuck off. Oh my god. Okay, and then I say, I'll be back through town soon enough.
Well, hold on, second message.
Oh, I tell him it is to the east, not south. 2 or 3 towns. I found out last night.
But that's not what. Okay.
Are we? I thought we were going east. If we're
Yeah,
not-
just look at your message. You wrote south.
Oh, he's looking for that. We can totally do this
And
off.
if you guys do the
Yeah,
premium
no.
subscription, you'll actually know.
We can totally
what
do this
JP
off
is
stream
doing.
now, or while the story is moving forward.
All right. Well, there's no information regarding that. As for the second thing, yes, he can do the second thing.
Perfect. I slip him another 5 gold and like tap on the table and nod and then walk off and leave town.
So,
Wait.
Neil, this is the first time that
Hold-
we've done
hold on,
a real
hold on, JP.
detailed
He
core
says what-
hookup. So how does this work? Does JP start
JP, he
slamming
says,
it now, or
What, Neil?
that's what he says. You like give him 5 gold, and he's like, "Wait, what?"
this is why I hated middle school?
Because the notes that got passed around that you didn't
Yep.
get to read. Yeah.
2 people giggling, the rest of us just wondering.
Yep.
You know what? Fuck it, Ryan. Ryan, Jen, here,
Okay,
this
so
is-
you want it?
Let's just start a conversation, just the three of us on the side. That's what we're saying in the woods as they're not here. Maybe we
And
just
Neil,
leave
we
and don't tell
sell
JP nor Neil.
Shmee's gear for this amount.
And we leave town. I try on the cape.
It has been a while. Do you guys need some squirrel soup while we wait?
That would be lovely.
All
That
right.
would be
Let me
lovely.
go. Let me
I
scrounge up
prefer
some
if you
squirrel.
could age it for about 3 or 4 days
I tried that.
and then
It
serve it
turns
to
out, without the proper refrigeration technique,
what?
it's a word I learned from these books that someone else read to me because I can't read. And
Maybe we need salt.
basically, it's like salt, only cold and not salt, and it does the same thing.
Cold salt.
Sorry about all
Fine.
that. We are.
We should
We're good.
probably go buy some cold salt.
All right, now I say that and then I walk out.
All right.
Roll. I make soup. Hang on.
Are you going dex roll?
Oh, it's pretty good.
Salty soup.
20%.
That's not bad. It's still 25.
It's half as good.
All right,
as the last
JP.
one. Still good.
What are you doing now?
I leave the shitting dog or whatever the fuck you call the place and make my way towards the gate with all the guards in it to leave town.
All right, you leave town.
And
We're
I
not here anymore.
head to the north.
All right,
with the
you
party.
find the rest of your friends hanging out.
When I find the party, I
And you do get searched on your way out, by the way.
okay. Yeah, I search my bags as soon as I get about 100 feet off or 100
Still
yards away.
everything's there.
Okay. Yeah, I make it back to the party and I tell them that they got a message sent to the town a couple days ago, and since then the security and the amount of guards patrolling has been beefed up in the town. I'm not really sure what exactly is going on. No one seems to know except for the guards. But other than that, the town's just swamped with Verasi.
Interesting.
I say we probably shouldn't even go in there. If they checked me quite thoroughly and asked what my business was. I don't think we can get in with Carla, especially with all these items that we have on us. Especially with those two, and I point to Tariq and Dana.
Yeah, of course. Let's just make our way to Kurt then and try to find out what we can about this news that they received. So if we see any ravens in the sky, who's the best archer here?
Sure, I'm D20 plus 3.
Me or Jackery, probably. We could do our best to try to hit it.
What's your bow skill?
Let's
Dana
just do
is
this.
the best archer in the group.
Oh, really?
Dana, Smee, Jackery, just keep your bows at the ready, and if you see a raven, let's try to intercept it and find out what,
Oh, she
what
doesn't
this
have
news
a
is.
bow. She's a good archer, but she doesn't carry a bow.
Jackery, Smee,
Yes.
all right? We
Will
good?
do. I'll ask around the next town as well, see if they know anything
Would
extra.
you like me to lend you my bow?
No, Dana can just look towards the sky, and if the crow makes contact with it, it'll die from the beauty of her eye gaze. So there is that.
Yes, it's-
I return Smee's items to him.
Perfect.
Done.
Minus the cape.
I check all the items to make sure they haven't been messed with or anything like that.
Actually, I did something in secret with the cape.
Outside of the
I used the cape as well. I wanted to try it on, see how it felt.
Tariq hands Shmi the stuff from what looked like a tree just before that. A tree unravels into Tariq and hands him the gear. Because he wore the
Cool.
cloak. Never mind. It's a bad joke.
Yeah.
No, I get what you're saying, but yeah.
I don't get it.
You don't know what the cloak does, you boob?
I do, but I thought it was. Never mind.
Okay. Well, you
You're a
guys
simple man,
walk
Ryan.
around. I take it you walk around Fort Esca and continue on your way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'd stay in the tree line, so we're not out in the middle of the open. Looks like we're avoiding it, but yeah, we just head east.
Okay. Eventually, you roll for encounters. Nope. You get to Kurta 2 days later. 2 days later.
We don't see any ravens or anything like that, by the way.
I mean, no. I mean, you see birds, but nothing that's like easily within bow shot. And nothing that necessarily looks like a messenger raven. It's pretty hard to just like pick off messenger ravens in the sky. You'd have to have like a city completely surrounded to do it well.
Or just be between two cities that might be passing a raven between each other.
Yeah, but I mean, if the ravens, the range of your bow is only like 450 yards, so if the raven's like 451 yards off to the side, you're just like, well, fuck
What
it,
if
it's too far
what
away.
if after a day I picked speak to animals?
I
Is
don't
it
know.
too late to do that? Or too
Yeah.
late to just...
It's totally too late. You should have said you wanted to
Aw.
speak with animals.
But often you pass 3 days and I have like no chance of changing.
Yeah, but I'm like, all right, well, you guys are gonna move on, and at that point, you should be like, no, wait a minute, I want to intercept messenger raven, so I'm gonna get this spell.
We'll
Not
be
like-
traveling again soon.
If only someone would have said, "Be on the lookout for messenger ravens," and then
Yeah.
maybe
Yeah,
we would
like
have done
you
that.
just got to jump in there and interrupt me if you want to do something.
Okay.
You guys get to Kurta.
All right.
Doesn't seem to be in quite as panicked of a state.
No,
fine.
it's a small town. There's no walls. Population is 1,500-ish.
Friends, the journey's rough on Carla and the babe, so let's get them checked in and rested. Jackery, I know that you might need a little bit of rest or something. Are you fine?
No, I'm good.
Okay, I think we have maybe some purchase and selling to do here, but let's meet up at the Rusty Anus by no later than tonight for dinner. How's that?
Sounds good to me.
It's not my favorite spot to eat, truth be told.
Do you prefer the cat's anus, Tariq?
That's my favorite barber shop. Why would I eat there? That doesn't make any sense.
It's true. That's true.
As you guys, when you get to the Rusty Anus to drop off Carla and everything, it appears that one of the dishes that they're serving there is some sort of like strawberry pie that Dana
my
seems to be
God.
going nuts for.
Too soon, Neil.
What?
It's always too soon for that kind of.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
I don't think he's trying to make a joke.
Well, you got me then.
Too soon, Neil.
Jeff's joke was that it led people's imagination to figure out what strawberry cake could be signified also as.
Well, I get
or,
that
sorry,
now,
symbolize.
but I missed it at the time.
Exactly.
Sorry.
Exactly. I couldn't come up with anything, but I'm
Alright,
sure someone else did.
Obviously, no wizard here, Neil, but I look to perhaps sell my aquamarines, potentially. Is there... Do I have anything else to sell?
I asked him where he got those amazing gems.
Me?
Yes.
I'm not just like walking around shouting, how do I sell these aquamarines? Are you like with me or something?
I don't know. If I see them.
these aquamarines!
What are you looking up, Neil? The price?
Price of Aquamarine, I
500
figured
gold.
I know. Did you look that up ahead of time, JP?
You told me and I wrote it down
Oh.
when I first got them because I appraised them.
Yeah, you praised the shit out of them, didn't you?
Yep, I rolled like a 20 or a 19 or some shit.
Yeah. All right. So,
Is there anything
you
like-
guys... What?
Is there anyone interested in buying them for 500?
This town's pretty small. They walk around asking about merchants and the shits.
Although, did I share that info with Victorian?
Nope.
Okay. Just making that known.
So there doesn't seem to be anyone in this town that would really be interested in buying gems. Although one of the guys that you talk to says, well, if anyone here has got the cash to do that, it would be Captain Waxbeard.
Is he Verossi by chance?
Yeah, of course he is. He lives in the old estate where the previous landed knight that ruled this property lived.
What kind of attitude is he a rather red fellow? Is he pretty angry all the time? Or is he kind of nice?
It's a very long waxed beard.
Okay.
And he's about to go into detail on the character, on the Captain Waxbeard's personality, but he'll do that after the break.
Boom.
Okay.
We'll see you guys in
What
3 to 5 minutes.
cliffhanger?
Do what? Oh, the cliffhanger.
Yeah.
It's a pretty good one. It's a pretty good one. All right, guys, we're going to take a quick break here, and we'll go back into our number 2 of whatever the fuck week this is. I think it's 14. I'll find that out during the break. We'll see you guys then.